What's up, guys? It's Greg. Welcome back. We're not at the shop today. We're actually going to introduce you guys to this project that we were talking about in our last video. Check this out. This is our SL55 Mercedes that we actually rescued from the desert. Now, a little bit of information on this car. This car was actually abandoned in Arizona, and rats literally ate this car almost to death. I will show you guys what's up. When we got this car, we found it in the desert. We made a deal with the owner. Now we brought it back to California, and we're going to redo this thing from the ground up. We're going to do like paint correction on this. We're going to do a full interior detail. This thing is literally filthy dirty, but the problem is we can't show you even how dirty it is because the car does not even run. That's we got it like sight unseen, and the car doesn't even run. So now we need to figure out what we're going to do to fix up this vehicle. It's like blazing bright out here. I can barely see, but let's show you guys some of the stuff we're going to do while we start this. So first of all, we had to get the rat out. So check out this picture of the rat. Blah, it's disgusting, right? We had to get this rat out of here because it was eating up all the damage. So under here, I'll show you some of the damage. Come over here, guys. You guys got to stay close with me or you can't hear me. So check out all the damage that this rat did. This rat completely ate away all of the lining on the underhood. It ate away the lining back there. Go ahead, check out the lining back there. Look at that. And then it started eating away wires. Look at that. It's gone, right? It completely ate that away, okay? And then come check this out here. It ate more wires, okay? It's eaten a bunch of wires. So many wires back there behind the supercharger that we're gonna have to take off the supercharger just to figure out what's wrong with this car. This is actually a 5.5 liter supercharged compressor V8. This was as fast as a 911 turbo year for year in 2003. Whoa, don't step on that. But if you know, check out what we got right here, guys, is that we know that the wires are messed up on this car. So we actually found another wiring harness online. So we sourced a whole complete wiring harness, and what we're going to do is we're going to use all of these tools right here. We got gloves, we got heat shrink tubing, we got soldering iron, we got everything. We're actually going to fix every wire that's broken on that car using this wiring harness. We're actually going to cut it off, solder it back on, and then we're actually going to pull off the supercharger today to actually figure out what wires are missing behind there. We actually have no clue what wires are messed up. It's like a complete gamble. I mean, it could be half the wiring harness, it could be just a few wires, but it's causing the car not to start, it's causing the car not to run. So we actually took out the battery. We took out the battery from the car, and it's charging on a tender right now. But then come under the car, we had to actually pull off all of these under panels. So check out, we had to spend a whole day just pulling off the under panels because there was so much rat poop and garbage under here. I'm going to show you guys some of these pictures. Like, check out this picture and this picture and this picture. I'll let it stay for a moment so you guys can see that. And this picture, this is all stuff from the underside of the car. This picture, it's just so much garbage. This is like disgusting. It was literally the most disgusting rat infestation I had ever seen. A rat had been in there for over a year and completely destroyed the inside of this car. So we had to take out the under panels. We're going to put them back on right now, and we're actually going to start repairing it wire by wire. So we'll give you an update in just a few minutes about what we're going to do to fix the damage on this car, guys. So stay tuned with us, and let's get going on this crazy job. Good morning. So we're back with the car. Look, we're using a Ford fender cover on this Mercedes because Fords usually don't get this messed up. But anyways, here's where we are. We've taken all this stuff off the top of the motor, and we've actually done fixed all the wiring. All the wiring's fixed, right? Yeah, well, the ones I can see. Okay, all the stuff that we saw we could fix. Looks very OEM because Adrian does quality work. Look, you wouldn't have even known. Look at that. You wouldn't have even known that that was eaten by rats. So perfect. So now we still got to get back here for these ones. Do you even know where those go?
No, and there's like a whole piece of harness that's like shoot off over here.
Okay, so there's a whole piece of harness that would shoot off over there. So we need to go ahead and figure that problem out. And we're gonna pull the supercharger off. Those were just there. There's no wires. Those went through something. I think this one right here is for the throttle body, which we got the new parts right now. It's actually in the van. We got the van right here. Boom. So it's in the van. But we're going to go ahead and pull this supercharger off right now. And yes, we were working on this 2 days ago, but I got really sick and I started like puking, vomiting from all the rat poop, and it made me extremely ill. And yeah, so now we're back on this stuff, and we're gonna pull the supercharger off. But we found this problem when we pulled off the air intake. Look at what we found out. We found out that that rat that had gotten in this car had actually eaten through this air filter and was living inside of this area right here. So we need to clean this area all out, take off this air filter. I mean, look at this, completely destroyed this air filter. And it's gross because if the rat would have eaten any more, it could have gotten inside the engine, because that tube right there goes to the throttle body and it could lead right into the engine. So we're gonna start cleaning all this out, take off the supercharger. We'll update you guys in a little bit. Okay, so we're removing the fuel injectors right now, and we had to take off the supercharger belt to remove the supercharger. And we noticed down here, I don't know if you guys can see that, if even the camera will focus, but rats ate the belt. Let's see if I can get it to focus on there. There we go. Rats chewed at the belt. Inner belt needs to be changed, so we're gonna get one of those as well. And oh wow, that too right there. Dang. Okay. Okay, guys, we've removed the supercharger, and this is what we found. The horror that we've discovered right here. We've discovered this whore underneath the intake manifold, and so many wires have been chewed up. We have to like have a discussion to figure out if we can even save this, because it might be too far done. We're gonna find out. There's also things inside this intake that fell in, so we need to figure out that too. I don't know if this is savable, bro. I don't even know if this is savable. I don't even have any idea. I have no idea, man. Scares me. Scares me. Okay, so here's what we're doing right now, just so you guys know. We have this huge wiring harness right here from another car, and I've gone ahead and cleaned out all of the stuff from the inside of this engine. I mean, in reality, that's the cleanest it's gonna get. I mean, I could sit here with a brush and clean all day, but that's the cleanest it's gonna get. Now, there's still some areas around here, like you see that junk right there, I gotta clean, okay? But we're making progress, but this is what we're really worried about, because we cut off all of the damage that was missing right there, and we're gonna use a whole stack of wires right here to try and fix this problem, okay? We got Madman Adrian here, and we're going to try and fix this issue. This is just gonna be clearly insane. Clearly insane. Okay, update number, I don't know, man. We're trying to figure out this wiring problem right here. We actually made a whole new harness for this using the original connector. So this is gonna work, and then we just need to do 2 more connections down there, and then we might actually have this blower on today. We actually had to like stuff rags in there to clean out all the poop that was in there. So much freaking poop. So there we go, guys. We got the SL55 back to the shop, and we got it up and running. Now, what did we do to get this project back up on the road? Remember, we actually found this car in Arizona. It was completely abandoned. It hadn't run in over a year. It was stuck on the ground. Rats had completely taken up home inside this car, and there was a complete rat's nest on the top, on the bottom. It was completely nasty. Check out some of these pictures. I mean, it was completely disgusting. When we first started out this car, rat's nest on the inside and the bottom. I'll show you some pictures of the under panels. What we had to do when we first got this car was we had to take apart all the under panels. We didn't get filming that because it was a lot of work, but we took a lot of pics. So check out all these pics with just from the under panels. This is all disgusting rat poop, rat pee. I mean, this was just hair, all this gross stuff stuck underneath the vehicle, and we pulled off all the under panels and cleaned it all off. And then the rats had actually eaten away all this wiring harness. So what me and Madman Adrian had to do from this video is we had to take off the supercharger. We had to clean out all the rat poop because there was rats actually living underneath the supercharger that we found. So they were actually crawling up from the transmission over the back, and then they were actually living on the inside of this supercharger right at the bottom. So what we did was we took the supercharger off, we cleaned off all of the garbage, all of the rat debris. I mean, there was even like dead rat bodies underneath that supercharger. We cleaned it off, we put the supercharger back on, and what we did was we rebuilt all of the wiring harness that was on this engine. Now, we actually got quoted from Mercedes-Benz on how much the wiring harnesses would be, and they quoted us close to $6,000 to replace the engine harness. So what we did was we found another engine harness from another car, and we actually combined those harnesses to create one awesome harness, and now it runs amazing. We'll go ahead and start it up. Now, after we got it running, we actually drove it back to the shop, and one of the pulleys exploded. Check out this picture of the pulley. pulley right here. The pulley actually froze up, and we found out that all of the pulleys were actually frozen, and there was no way for us to even know that because when we found the car in Arizona, it didn't run, and we couldn't find out if those pulleys were frozen until we started the engine. So we actually had to do all of this work to the vehicle, pull off the supercharger, pull off all of the components on the engine, and actually get it running before we could find out any other problems with the vehicle. So we found out that the pulleys were frozen, so we went in and we replaced a lot of the pulleys. So come check out this one. We put new idler pulleys, we put a new tensioner pulley, a new water pump tensioner pulley. We put all new stuff and belts on there, so it's running super fresh. Let me go ahead and give it a start for you guys to show you. There we go, guys. That's 500 horsepower. It wasn't running at all, and now it's running silky smooth. We still got to do a few things like clean up this extra coolant spill right here and give it a good clean, but now this car is ready to have our detail done. Remember, this is the same engine or a very close engine to the one that's in the SLR Mercedes, which is a supercar from the early 2000s. And now this thing's ready to go, and we're gonna go ahead and start our full detailing videos on this car. So if you like this project and you like us getting this on the road, follow the rest of our videos because we're gonna do some crazy stuff with the rest of this car. This thing is incredible, and we got a lot of detailing videos to do. So follow our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, click the like button, and we hope you guys like our restoration of this project car. Now, we tried to film as much as we could in this video. It was really hard to do, but we tried to give you a sneak peek on how we got this going from the ground up. Thanks a lot for viewing, guys. If you guys like this video, remember, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to click that subscribe button. Check out all the videos we have right here on our channel, and we'll see you next time on our next project car video. Always remember, have fun, stay clean, and keep on detailing.